Good rockin' morning, everybody. Mighty fine cold morning it is here in Wheeler, Michigan. It is cold. So, a friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name, but he's going to know who it is, made a post today about business and authenticity of being yourself in business. And it's crazy that he made that post, and I agree with him 100%. I'm going to say it's Jordan from Bidwell's Painting. Super great guy, phenomenal business. He does a phenomenal job, and he's built a phenomenal team. So, outside of that, he made a post, basically, I'm going to sum it up in a nutshell, where he's pretty much talking about, instead of robotic marketing, and I'm not talking about AI, I'm talking about all that fancy wordplay, try to make themselves, what used to be in, right? All the fancy wordplay and the perfectionism of coming across just sounding so unauthentic that it can't be real. The crazy part about that is when we first started this business, me and Patty, we were discussing things. I says, I don't want this to feel like a cut and dry business. What I mean by that is everybody told me, don't get personal with your clients. Get in there, give the invoice, do the job, and collect your money and go. Don't get personal. I said, I don't want to be that. I don't like cutting. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a lot of them out there. They do really good, and I understand why they do it, and I'm not knocking them. But what I'm saying is, if from the beginning, as me and Patty were talking, I said, I don't want to be a cut and dry business. What that is, I come, we'll just use us for an example, look at your home, here's the invoice, just very robotic. Here's the invoice, you either accept or you don't, we come in, we do the job, have a great day, bye. I didn't want to be like that. And there's multiple businesses that work that way, and it works for them, and that's great. And I'm not knocking that. I understand in some businesses it's need to be. However, I knew that I wanted us to get personal with our clients. I didn't want it to feel like your everyday business walking into your home or business as a cut and dry company. And through that process of what me and Patty decided to do, a lot of people told us, don't do that. Don't get personal, Justin and Patty. Don't do that. It'll ruin your business. Now, I'm not saying I'd go in there and tell everybody every single, you get it. It'll ruin it. It will ruin things. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about your stance in life and where you came from and your beliefs with either Jesus or whatever it might be, right? I said, I'm not going to be that. And I'm not going to be scared of it. And because me and Patty have chose to do that, we have built some of the most beautiful relationships throughout our business that I've ever had in my entire life. I can't speak for Patty. She's not in here. She's going to another job. But for my life, I have built the most beautiful relationships that I could have ever built, especially if I just went in and was a cut and dry business. We would have never built the relationships we've built. And if you want to know the truth, business is built off relationships. If you don't have powerful relationships and good relationships in your business with your clients, you're not going to have a business. You're not going to have that great of a business. It's just my opinion. You're not going to have that great of a business. And I wouldn't change it for anything. Was I fearful? Did I listen to some of the people that were like, don't get personal? Sure. I went home and I analyzed it. I thought to myself, oh my God, am I doing the wrong thing? But something inside me told me, no, you have to be authentic. You have to be who you are. Now, am I a perfect human being? Absolutely not. Have I made multiple mistakes? Absolutely in life. Yes, I have. But you know what? That's what makes me relatable with everybody else. Because guess what? Everybody else has made bad decisions and got bad consequences from them too. And everybody else in this world, unless you're Jesus Christ himself, has made poor choices and had to deal with the consequences. Now, are some of mine maybe heavier than yours? Sure, maybe. I don't know. But that, my friends, is what I believe has made us more relatable with other people. Because we don't come in like we're some perfect business. There is no such thing as a perfect business. Just like there's no such thing as a perfect human being. We, our team, me, Patty, Alicia, Nikki, and some of our side help, not a single one of us are perfect human beings. They don't exist. Perfect human beings do not exist. So when you see some of these places out here that you think in your mind, oh my God, they're just so perfect. No, they're not. That's fake marketing. It's not really who they are. It's not. So I'm just very grateful me and Patty went with our hearts and got personal with our brand and our business. Despite everything, you do not know how many people messaged me and said, you better not say that, Justin. You should remove that. Don't say that. Don't talk about what you stand on and what you believe in. Don't do that, Justin. You're going to regret that. Oh, yeah? Well, here's the truth in the scope behind life in general and business in general. And this is not me giving business a life. This is just how it is. 50% of the people that you meet in your life will not support you. They will not like you. And the other 50% probably will. So, 1 out of every 2 people you like are not going to support you. Okay? And that's just the stats. That's proven statistical facts. That's for your personal life, and that's for your business life or your career life or whatever. That's just the way it is. So if you're batting to try to get a 1,000% batting average in business or your personal life, you're going to be upset a lot because you're never going to hit it. Anybody that's got any more than 30 years or more in their life will know that. You can't bat 1,000. It ain't going to happen. So what I realized is, through being my authentic self, expressing some of my mistakes in life, I've talked many of times about my addictions and my poor decisions that I've made in my life. And there's a reason for that. One, I want to be transparent and 100% honest. And number 2, it helps people be relatable with you. If every word that comes out of your mouth just sounds like you're a perfect human being, nobody's relatable with you. Hence the reason I like to make live content too. And I like to make mistakes in my content. Because I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not a perfect content creator. I'm just a human being speaking. That's all I am. I'm not educated in content creating. I never took a single semester in entertainment or anything like that. That's just not who I am. I'm just another human being. I'm another grain of sand on the beach, just like you are. That's all I am. And through being transparent and through the 50% rule, because that's the truth. If you're in business and you really think you're going to get 100% clientele, you're out of your mind. It is not possible. You're not going to mesh with everybody, and everybody's not going to mesh with you. So when I realized that, I says, well, then I'm going to stand on my beliefs, which is you, the people, both Democrat or Republican. I don't care unless you're a far-right lunatic or a far-left lunatic that's just miserable. I'm going to stand for the people. And whether that impacts my business or not, then those clientele are not for me. And I'm not for them. And there's nothing wrong with that neither. So if you're getting into business, this is not me giving business advice, or in your personal life in general, just know the 50% rule. 50% of people aren't going to like you, and 50% will. And that's okay. both ways. You're never going to bat 100% batting average, and you should never even be trying to bat 1,000%. Yes, you want to be great. Yes, you want people to enjoy your company or vice versa, right? But it's not going to happen like that 100% of the time. It's not. That's reality. So many people, me included at many times in my life, lived in this fake little world inside my own brain and thought that everybody was just going to like me. I'm here to tell you that's not true. And that's okay. It's okay to be not liked by everybody, and it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that, not to be liked by everybody. So I am so glad and I'm so grateful for all the beautiful clients that we have today and all the awesome rock star friends and family that we have in our lives today. And the only reason we have them awesome, amazing clients and them awesome, amazing rock star friends, most of our clients are friends, if not all of them. And a lot of them become family. I tell them I love them because I love humanity. And I love great people. So I'm so glad we went against what everybody told us, which was, don't get personal, Justin. Justin and Patty, don't get personal with people. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that because we have acquired some of the best clients I have ever acquired in my life. Best friends, best family members that have I ever acquired in my entire life. Guess how? By being my authentic self. Which is, I'm not perfect. There's days I get mad. There's days I get stressed out, full of anxiety, and have panic attacks. You guys have seen it, me and the MMR. There's days me and Patty clash. We work together, live together, sleep together, build together, dream together. We're gonna clash. There's days I doubt myself for the full 24 hours. There's other days I feel very optimistic, bright, full of joy, and feel like I've made it sometimes in life. There's other days, which is a lot of days, I feel like I'm losing. I am not a perfect human being, but I am an authentic individual, as well as Patty is an authentic individual, Nikki is, Alicia is, all of our clients and friends and family are. I think we are moving in the era of authenticity. I don't think I know. People are over of the super over edited videos. I've been seeing this come for over a year now. It's just becoming more of, yeah, this is what it is. I've been saying this for well over a year now, before it's even really started taking root, that people are starving for authenticity. And that's me included. Because for the past decade, 15 years, all the videos we've seen on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, blah, 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 has been edited for 85 damn hours before they released it, so it looked like a perfect video. Which makes you not be able to be relatable with that individual because it appears they are perfect. They are not. They've clipped that video 15,000 times. They edited it for 85 hours until it looked perfect. And as we all know, that are realist and honest with ourselves, there's not a perfect individual that walks this earth. There was one, and that was it. And whoever you want to claim that to be, by all means necessary, that's your right, and that's your belief, and I support it. But I'm glad we didn't listen to the people that told us, don't get personal. Getting personal was the best decision we ever made in our entire business. Because I can relate with others, and they can relate with us. And by doing that, you break the walls down and the barriers down. And people can then relate and build relationships with you. If you can't get personal with somebody, you ain't built a relationship. A relationship ain't built with walls stacked as high as the ceiling. You can't build a relationship that way. They won't work. In your business or your career, in everything that you do in life is predicated off the relationships you have built. I have shared my beliefs, my opinions with our clients. Some of them disagreed with me, and I disagreed with some of them. And at the end of the day, they're still our clients, and I still love them. And if you can't do that, you can't build a relationship. And there's a vast, big portion of this country on both sides that cannot do that, which means they're stuck. And they can't build relationships unless the other person agrees with every single thing they say. And guess what? That's not a relationship. That's a yes man or yes woman. That's all that is. So on that note, I believe we are in the era of being authentic. Be your authentic self. Love yourself, and know this. 50% of the people are not going to like you, and that's okay. The other 50% will support you and love you, and that's all you need. I love you all. You have a blessed Wednesday.